Hello, my name is Samuel. So, your mindset, you have to get in a game, and that's what life is like. It's a game, so you have to learn how to play the game before you start the game. I mean, you can just start playing a video game and you start learning, but you're in a much slower learning process. So, whenever you want to start learning faster, what do? You go to school, you do things like that. So, in the day and age we live in, we can get on YouTube. You can learn how to date women. You can learn how to eat better. It's all there. Everything is there, pretty much. So, I believe that moving on to the next level, like having things in life, stuff like that, like achieving things. Of course, you have to practice. There's nothing you can't do, but learning about it, putting it in your subconscious mind is going to be one of the most important things to get a faster happening, because you can sit there and play a video game and play it 6 times and you're like, dudes be like, man, I gotta get it before I go to bed. I want to get it. Well, they're not doing any practicing. They're only doing it as they go. And that is the kind of thing that, there's going to be a lot of mistakes, and that's fine. We all have fun with mistakes. We just got to get back up and go again. Heck, in my life, just date girls and never really know how to date girls, right? You just go along, and those mistakes hurt your heart a little bit. Those are the ones that will get you a little bit, but you got to get back up and try again. But I finally realized, hey, get on YouTube, learn how to date women and everything. You just step by step, and bam, you're set. You aren't gonna have any mistakes, except the ones you might have really forgot, but you just learn from those. It doesn't really matter. But here's the deal, when you want to come up and just be alive and be yourself and have control of your own thoughts, and it's so important to start with all that. That is just like the foundation of your life, is to be happy with yourself and love yourself and take care of yourself. So, and those are the things you have to look up on YouTube. So, but we're just talking about real quick about moving up into another mindset. And, moving to another mindset is, hey, you can learn on YouTube how to go into another level in the video game. It's another mindset. That's what I see it. It really is. And those mindsets are huge, and they make a big difference in life, because you're on another level and you're ahead of, you could have been in a mindset for 20 years. You didn't know that, did you? That's pretty scary. And that's our life. You only have 100 years, and come on, and that's nothing. To God, that time to God, He could put you in a grave for 1,000,000 years, and to God, it's like a twinkle of an eye. It's crazy. So let's all face it. Let's get to another mindset, and let's become millionaires, become rich. It's time to grow. You live in the world that you can do anything, and you just got to come out of it, and there's like a thing back here in your head. It's a lizard brain, and the lizard brain tells us to, hey, just let's go watch some Netflix and forget about this. But that's up to you. You have to be hungry for something different. But you can, and most of the time you have to go through a heartbreak or some family member dying, and sometimes those family member dying situations are not so good for you, because death is guaranteed, but relationship breakups are not guaranteed. You could be in a relationship for the rest of your life, guaranteed. So if you know how to play the game, LOL. So it's that time, and you're going to go into another mindset that's really big. It's, whenever you start to think upon something all the time, you're okay. Say, for instance, for a skateboarder. This skateboard dude wants to be a skateboarder. He's skateboarding all the time. He's doing this, and he's doing all these tricks. And when he gets any chance he gets, he's out at the skate park doing tricks, okay? So now, what you have to do is, just like being in a relationship or anything, this is how the universe works. And so you go in and you're into that. So what you got to do is say, okay, hold on a second. You have a passion for skateboarding, obviously, because you're out skateboarding. So you need to tell yourself, stop. Maybe you've been skateboarding for 6 months. Maybe you've been skateboarding for 5 years. You know, could be in a relationship for 5 years. I don't know. You know, for my situation, just coming from the heart here. And so you need to say, okay, I need to do something different. Let's just try something different here, because this is not obviously going so well, and I'm not learning as fast as I probably should be, because more than likely you're not on YouTube learning how to skateboard. So you need to get to another situation. And if you have a passion for skateboarding, this is what's going to make a difference, because, you know, people have passions for relationships because they love love. It's just a natural thing that comes in our life, and that's good. So you need to focus on something else, you know, focus on maybe rock climbing or something. And if you truly like skateboarding, you know, you're going to be thinking about it here and there. And, you know, this is how you start visualizing. You know, you can sit there and think, man, oh man, skateboarding, that was fun. And you need to make aware of this, okay? You can make aware of, well, that trick I was doing was interesting, because that trick that I was kind of bad at, and now you're thinking about it in your brain, and you can start seeing it. It's a flow. You could start, and then that's visualizing. You really can't mess up. You know, you could think about messing up, and you can see the mess ups you make. So you need to turn that mess up around and start thinking about how to do it pretty much perfect. I mean, you can actually be a perfect skateboarder. People be perfect with anything, as in, you know, professional sports, you know, skiers, you can just do huge jumps and tricks. And so you can start visualizing these things, and this is the break from that, you know. You know, maybe just stop doing it, and maybe go do some meditation. Maybe go do some, maybe go to the mountains and do some hiking and camping, you know. And while you're doing that, maybe you could start thinking about the skateboarding and do some visualize things, and get a little better at it. But you have to really work on that, as in your subconscious mind. You have to put it in. You have to put those visualizes in, and just relax. Meditation is what's important, because you can start thinking about it really strong, and those brain and cells and everything is going to kind of work together. And I would say, you know, you can do that for a couple months, you know, and just see what happens, and go back to your skateboarding. You're going to be a lot better. Like, literally, you just got to try it. So that's the same way with relationships. For example, you know, you're in a relationship, and what happens, you know, you're in one, and then you find mistakes in your head, like, what did I do wrong? Okay, wow, so I was that guy, really? So you can't be that guy anymore. You can't make that footstep anymore. You can't make that mistake anymore. So you got to learn from that mistake, and you visualize a little bit clearer in your mind, like, oh, well, that was bad. Okay, let's fix that, and it just keeps climbing up the ladder. Like I said, if you're taking a break, you get on YouTube and start learning what those mistakes are, you know, researching those mistakes, man, you're going to be, those are facts, you know, you're going to find facts. So move up to the next level with facts. And when you can do that, you're making moves, you know. For example, you know, 7, 8 years ago, these young children, I'd say, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I mean, even younger than that, but I don't know, I just remember my stepson at the time, you know, he was watching these YouTube videos about, you know, Minecraft and stuff, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Which I wasn't really caring, because I was into a relationship, and I was more focused on my, like, just stupid stuff, you know. I was lost, and hey, you know, and now I realize, like, what, no wonder. And he was just, like, so much better at the video game, and when he did play, it was beautiful. I was like, what's going on here? This guy, you know, but he's not caring. He's doing his thing because he's a kid. He doesn't really understand the deep part of it. He just thought, hey, every kid is doing this, why not, you know? It just comes natural. So go with it. Learn. Think about your mistakes you made in your head. Get on YouTube and, learn how to not make those mistakes. Learn how to, okay? You got to learn how to read. You got to learn how to do math. You got to learn all these things in school. And all these things in school are mindsets. And you can figure anything out, So let's do this. Let's make a big move. Let's step up in life and just keep making bigger moves and never stop. So learning is the most important thing about what do you want to do next. If you want to start a business, well, you might want to get on YouTube and check it out. So enjoy your day or night and like this and enjoy. Peace.